Welcome back, everybody. This is another episode of Té, Coffee y Chisme. I'm your co-host, MayJay.
And I'm your co-host, Pancho.
And your new co-host, Chuy.
Were we supposed to do the drum roll before?
I'll edit something in either way.
Anyway.
Cue the yippee.
Anyway, we do want to go ahead and give a warm welcome to Chuy, who is now going to be part of the team.
He was a guest for a couple episodes. I'd say probably like 6-7 episodes. Like a while.
4 or 5.
Like 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah.
But he finally joined us, so now we're a 3-person podcast.
So that means everything's going to be edited again, such as descriptions and bios and all that, because currently we only have MayJay and I as the actual, owners and everything.
We're going to go ahead and give a quick summary of what we've been doing for the last month, because we did take a month-long break on the podcast. And we do want to apologize because we have just been so busy, and we have a lot of projects that ended up opening, a lot of opportunities that we ended up getting last minute. So really quick, I want to go ahead and just do the drink of the day. I am drinking a cherry limeade loaded tea. What about you, Pancho?
I'm drinking Tia Jamaica right now. It's my go-to these mornings. And Chuy?
And I am drinking a raspberry tea with cranberry aloe.
So these are our go-tos, and actually we are no longer recording from the living room, so you guys should be proud of that. We didn't get a studio, but it's somewhat close. We ended up opening a smoothie bar. So we'll go ahead and mention a little bit about the smoothie bar later, but we are currently sitting here in our smoothie bar after hours, and we'll just see how this goes from now on and see if we can start fitting in a little bit of the recording sessions after we close, and that way we can still keep the podcast going. We just need to get into a steady schedule with everything. But I want to go ahead and start first with our trip to the Bahamas.
Your trip to the Bahamas.
Oh, yes. Pancho didn't go to the Bahamas with us. He ended up cat sitting.
Mm-hmm.
So Chuy and I ended up going to the Bahamas. It was a free paid trip that we ended up getting through my mom. So it was only a 4-person trip. So my mom basically had Chuy and I go with her and my dad.
Thank you, Mom.
Straight up, bro. We did have to pay like Ubers and like any outside food once we actually got to Florida, because we had to go from Orlando to the port. But I did want to ask you, Chuy, what was your favorite thing between the entire trip, from the moment we left Chicago to the moment you got to Orlando?
Definitely not the weather.
Not the weather?
It was hot over there.
Wasn't it like super humid? Didn't
It was really humid
when
we got there. I swear we got out and I was sweating, bro. Like I just got out of the treadmill. No,
Yes.
but I say the best thing about it was definitely like once we got to the beach over there.
Which beach though? Like the first island or the second island?
The second island, the one that the cruise basically owned.
Oh, okay, so we ended up going with MSC Cruise Lines. What was the cruise ship called?
I don't remember.
Seascape or Seashore or something like
Seascape.
that.
It was Seascape.
No, it was Seashore.
Really?
Yeah, I got the keychain.
Huh.
So it was the Seashore cruise or whatever it's called, ship or whatever, and basically MSC owns a island, and it's called Ocean Cay in the Bahamas. It is so clean. It is so nice, and honestly, it was probably the best part of the actual Bahamas, because when we went to the island itself, like, what's it called, Nassau?
Yeah.
It was not what I thought it was. Like, I don't know, I just thought like it was gonna be nicer.
It was nice, but the thing is that we were in such a short time period there Yeah, I felt like it was a short time period. It was like all crunched all together.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't do really so much activities as like you would basically like plan on when you were going to a trip like that.
Didn't you guys get delayed by like a whole day because someone got sick?
Oh no, we got delayed by like maybe a couple
hours.
A couple hours.
Yeah, we ended up getting delayed because one of the workers got injured.
Yeah.
Injured? I thought he got sick.
Injured.
No, he got injured.
No, he got injured, and then like I guess apparently like le dio like an infection or something.
He
So
couldn't
that's why.
do it no
and I think it was like someone in the kitchen too.
Yeah.
So they needed to like get treated.
Mm-hmm.
So they ended up detouring our ship to, I think it was called like Freeport, Bahamas or something. And they dropped that person off there to get treated, and then we kept going. But it did delay us like maybe 4 hours.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that still would have been 4 hours that we could have had.
Yeah.
And then we honestly didn't plan any excursions because we wanted to like have free will of traveling. I do regret not doing excursions on the second island. I feel like we could have gone snorkeling or we could have done more things.
Yeah.
But
I would have taken snorkeling over everything.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I personally just wanted to relax. Like I just wanted to get in the water, swim for a couple hours, float, go eat something, and then make my way back onto the ship. But what was your worst?
There's no Wi-Fi on the cruise ship.
Oh yeah, I remember.
There was no Wi-Fi on the cruise ship, and I could not get on social media at all.
Well, we had the opportunity of getting Wi-Fi, but we were actually planning on splitting the bill. Mm-hmm. We were like, hey man, you just want to split the bill for the Wi-Fi, and that way we can post and we can do everything, right? Yeah. And when we went on to see how much Wi-Fi was gonna be, it was gonna be like what, like $350?
Yeah,
$350 for 3 or 4 days.
Oh yeah! You might as well upgrade the Wi-Fi at our house.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, no, we're not doing it.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And not only that, but you couldn't have 4 phones on Wi-Fi. Yeah. You could have 4 devices, but it had to be like 2 phones max, 1 tablet, and 1 laptop.
I thought so. Oh,
you couldn't do 4 phones.
I'm guessing they make it so it's like business wise. Like
I think
have to be a business.
And I know a lot of people bought it because we spoke to a lot of people there, like a lot of conocidos, like gente que nosotros conocemos. And when we were talking to them, they were like uploading stuff and like posting, and I was like, "You have Wi-Fi?" They were like, "Yeah, you didn't get the Wi-Fi," and I was like, "No, I don't want to spend $400 on Wi-Fi." And then they were like, "Oh, well, I use it for my business because, like, everyone there does, social media." And I was like, "Damn, I ain't there yet, Like, let me get to your level, and I will also buy $400 Wi-Fi for 4 days.
And we will also buy a second mic and a better place to actually record. And basically, if we were set,
one day we will upgrade.
We would have $400 3-day Wi-Fi money, but that would not be anytime soon.
Yeah, but out of the things that I liked the most was definitely
the food.
I was about to mention that. I was about to say how it's not a Te Cafe and Cheese Man episode without us being big bags.
Yeah, foodies here.
All right. 2 things. What was the nastiest and what was the best food you guys had? Chuy, you go first.
I don't know about that. Honestly, like how people be like, "Oh yeah, there's definitely like a bad food." Mm-hmm. Honestly, there wasn't no bad food there. Everything
not even a drink.
No, because the drinks were like really really fresh.
Mm.
Well, they had a drink packet where you would buy your drinks, like Coke, lemonades, and liquor and all that stuff, right? And if you didn't buy a drink packet, your only drinks options were coffee, tea, like sweet tea and unsweet tea, lemonade, like orange, juice, cranberry, apple juice, pineapple juice, kiwi, and water.
That's still a lot of options.
That's still a lot of options, and you don't have to buy anything. Yeah. So if you're somebody like us that we don't drink Coke or like pop or stuff like that, it's perfect. Or we don't drink liquor. So like it's perfect. We don't have to spend all that money.
Yeah, I would have
Plus
just stick
there-
with the coffee and the lemonade.
Yeah,
Honestly.
there were a lot of people that were buying stuff, but then we actually ended up getting a card with $300 on it, where you could use it at your expense, whether you wanted to go buy gifts on the ship or on that private island that they have. You can buy any stuff on there with that card, or you could have bought your drinks with it. So I think we did get daiquiris, right? Like virgin daiquiris with no alcohol in it.
Oh yeah,
we
That's
got we
cool.
got strawberry or cherry. I don't know what it
it
was.
was strawberry.
It was strawberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chuy and I got virgin strawberry daiquiris, and my mom got a piña colada, right?
Yeah.
Con alcohol, and we paid for that with the $300 card. We paid for like I want to say like maybe 20 keychains because my mom bought a ton of keychains. Yeah,
Where my keychain? I didn't get a
Oh,
single
shit.
keychain.
That's not her.
What?
And
You go, I live
we
with
ended
y'all.
up we ended up buying more things with the money. I don't know, but we ended up like
Yeah,
we
you guys
bought a
ended up-
lot of things with that $300.
I know. What's it called? Chuy bought me a coffee candle, and that. Oh my god, it smells so good. I don't want to light it.
That he bought at the Bahamas.
Not
I
only
thought that
because
was
it's
in
up,
the-
not only because it's in the Bahamas, I'm never gonna be able to buy it unless I literally one day
Oh.
plan a trip. But it just smells too good to turn on, and it looks so nice because it literally looks like it was a shot of like an espresso. Like it's in a small cup, and you can see like the chocolate around it and stuff. Oh, it's so nice. It smells so great.
What about your favorite food?
Favorite food? Honestly, their pizzas were good.
Pizza out of
Yeah.
everything.
Okay, they had two types of pizzas.
Uh-huh.
They had
Shrimp pizza and
no,
lobster
no.
pizza.
They had what I'm talking about is like crust wise. They had Detroit style pizza, which is like the
Really thick.
Mhm.
like the pan pizza at like Domino's,
Mm.
pero in square form.
Oh,
You know. So like if you've ever gone to Jet's Pizzas,
Yeah.
that's literally what it is. It was literally like Jet's Pizzas.
Never been there.
Honestly, I don't like that kind of pizza here when I'm actually here, and I don't order it because to me it's too much bread. But estaba tan bueno on the ship. Like
Yeah.
honestly, I would have ate it again. But the other type of pizza was like the really really thin crust. Pero I like thin crust, but it has to be like crispy and crunchy.
Oh yeah.
And it was not crispy and crunchy. It
No.
was like
Soggy?
soggy.
Oh.
Yeah. That was a pizza that I did not like.
Mhm.
So if I had to pick a comida que no me gustó, it would have been that pizza.
Mhm.
And if I had to pick a food that I loved, like absolutely was like, damn, I gotta go back and get it. On the cruise, I would say it had to been like the pork chops, like la chuleta.
Oh.
They had
pork
a chuleta that was like a pork chop that was like marinated in algo tan bueno. I can't even say what it was, but it was just marinated like kind of like sweet teriyaki. It was so good though. But I also, and when we were at the Bahamas, we ended up going to this like restaurant that they made the food like specialty, and it was like known food that they sell at the Bahamas. And Chuy ended up getting what jerk chicken, right?
Jerk chicken.
Yeah, Chuy got jerk chicken, which
Dang.
was really good.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting oxtail, which was something on my bucket list that I wanted to eat because oxtail, yeah.
God.
My friend Maya, she used to work with me, and one day she told me, she was like, "You need to try jerk chicken." So I told Chuy, try the jerk chicken. It was really, really good. But honestly, Maya was way better. Anyway, and another friend had told me, "Have you ever tried oxtail?" And I was just like, "No, what is it?" Y ya me explicó y todo, y me dijo, "Mira, lo van a preparar así." So when they bring me the plate, it's like mashed potatoes, like fresh mashed potatoes, not no like box mashed potatoes, you know? It was like fresh mashed potatoes, the oxtail in like este juguito, like not juguito, pero like es como un guisado. So like the flavors were just like mind blowing, and some vegetables. I don't remember what vegetables it was, but it was really really good. And then my mom ordered a grilled lobster tail, and so did my dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they both ordered grilled lobster tails, and it was really, really good. Like honestly, I would go back there just for that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! Oh, you guys never talked to me about any of this. I mean,
Well, because we didn't have
granted,
time
When you have
yeah,
race.
granted, I also told you guys that you guys should save it for podcast. But if you guys were talking about that food, dang, oh my god.
Yeah, that was good, honestly.
And the ship, they had like food at all times. Honestly,
Yeah, it was a 24
there
hour
was
service.
there was
I
the
would've-
first day we got there. I got like super hella seasick.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I got super
Yeah,
seasick.
I remember you told me, and you posted like, is the world supposed to be moving after you get out of the ship?
Yeah, but that was after the ship. That was
Yeah.
like as soon as we got off the ship, I didn't feel bad or anything. It's once we got on the first Uber, right? After we got off we got off the ship and then we got our suitcases and then we got on a bus and the bus took us to the airport, but we weren't gonna get we were still gonna be in Orlando for another day. So what we ended up doing was we got a Uber to take us from the airport to the hotel we ended up booking.
Mhm.
And then that's when I started feeling really, really dizzy in the elevator, right? And I was like, oh man,
Because you
was
were
I-
in a hall when you posted it. I saw the lights of the hall. I was like, that's not a house.
No, that was right after we got off the elevator.
Mhm.
When we got off the elevator, you know how sometimes like the elevator goes up real fast,
Uh-huh.
and then you're like, oh shoot, like
Like,
like me mareé.
Like you lose your balance.
Yeah, pero we wouldn't. It wasn't that kind of mareo. It was like I felt like
it was
have
rocking.
you when you go to Mexico y vas a un water park a las albercas a este aguantacareo nosotros, right? You know how you've been in the water for so long that you feel like you're surrounded by water, like you feel like you're still in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like. It felt like yo todavía estaba nadando and nomás sentía como que me mareaba, me paraba. Like I don't have iron deficiency, but I feel like I felt like one of those iron deficiencies.
Oh, like the ones that you get up too fast.
Yeah, where they be like, oh, when you get up too fast and like, you see estrellitas.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's what it felt like, and I was like, oh hell no, like, si me mareé. I thought it was only gonna be like for a day or so. Bro, it took me like 2 weeks.
Yeah, because you kept mentioning it when you were at home.
I was like, se mueve la casa. I was like, ¿por qué
You were
se mueve
sitting
el
down
mundo?
and you were like, don't stop moving.
Yeah, and my mom too, and my mom and my dad, they were like, hey, are you guys I know it's been like a week, but are you guys still dizzy? And I was like, not like dizzy, but like I get random like
Like
oh,
vertigo.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I at first I was like worried because I was like, what the fuck? Like a mí no me daba esto, you know? But eventually it went away and then I was noticing like, oh, I don't feel like it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was at work and, well, I was taking off a wheel because I had to do an inspection. And then I was holding the wheel and I just started like leaning on one side.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody's like, you good, dude? And I was just like, oh, I'm like, I swear it just moved, though.
It just
And
made
he's
you
like, no,
move me.
you moved me. And I was like, oh, shit. I think it took like maybe a week. And then ya se quitó.
Oh, it took you guys 2 weeks.
Like even in
It
the
took
bed,
like
I'm like I was sleeping in bed and I was like, wow, you know.
Yeah, you know, I was sleeping one day and you know those dreams where like it feels like you're walking on the sidewalk, you get the ice.
Oh yeah.
Literally, así me pasó un día.
You guys got any videos you guys would like to show them, like at all?
I don't have any.
No videos. You guys didn't take any
Videos?
videos. Yeah, to put like to show them something nice or something. Something like you guys.
I tried not being on my phone, but I don't even remember what I recorded anymore.
No. Well, I couldn't record anything either or because I didn't have service and it wouldn't save and it would take forever to.
You didn't pull like your normal camera to
Well,
record?
I had a lot of my storage, and I didn't want to delete it because there was a lot of from our concert.
Oh,
So
my
I put all of it into into my computer,
Oh,
so I have space now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
dang.
I recorded stuff. I just don't remember what I recorded anymore since it was like a month ago.
Well, if we find something exciting in the next couple hours, I'll put it up on screen, and you guys can see it. So here you guys go. Anyways, so after that, I think it was just we started working on everything, right?
Yeah.
But before you guys talk about that, I actually have some stories of my own while you guys were gone. So first off, your cats are mean, but not to me, to each other. They were the nicest, most like angelic cats I've ever seen in my entire life for those 2 weeks. Specifically Minute, she was so nice.
Well, I feel like
And then I went to sleep and
that's a normal thing. That's an everything.
But it was worse. It was worse. It was like every 30 minutes it was a fight. And I would come out and be like, what are y'all doing? And the Minutes was like, dude, I'm trying to go to bed, bro. She like looked at me like, dude, get out of here.
Like this morning, MayJay ended up leaving, and all you hear is mine and like going like crying basically, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of crying.
Yeah, and all I remember was I was getting ready to work.
It's because they're so used to having people in the house at all times.
Yeah.
So now that we opened the smoothie bar and like we're limited time at home, they're like looking for us and they get lonely and stuff like that.
I kid you not, whenever they're at work or helping like their mom with their own like business, I would be at home maybe 6-7 hours, like basically cat sitting them, like just spending time with them. But now that I have my new job, plus I'm helping out with the smoothie bar, I go home, sleep for like 2 to 4 hours, and then go back to work. Like I don't even have time to like sleep. So I every like moment that they would have with someone, aka me, they don't have it anymore right now.
Yeah, and I get home. I basically go to work. I leave home at 7 or a little bit before 7. And then I don't get home until like 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
So I get home, I shower, I clean their litter box, I feed them, and then they want to play. And by that time, I'm extremely tired, and I try to play with them still. I actually just got them new toys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to play with them a little bit. I do feel bad for them though, but I was telling Chuy over here that we're probably going to start like a new schedule wise, where maybe one of us leaves like 30 minutes early here at the shop. I don't know. We'll figure that out later, not on the podcast.
But yeah, I'm really surprised. Those 2 weeks, I did not go to my room the entirety of those 2 weeks. I was sleeping in the living room with the cats and everything, and I think it was like 2 or 3 days I would have either Minutes on my lap and Lucas right in front of my face, or vice versa. And there was one time I woke up, Lucas had her, cause I sleep on my side with my arm on like the back of my head and stuff, and my arm's sticking out, so like there's just like my elbow out of the pillow. And it was Lucas laying her head on my elbow and then Mittens on my chest. And I was like,
Suffocating.
I was like, I can't breathe, both of y'all fat. But the most exciting part was on the very last week when you guys were coming back, I'd say 4 days before, my best friend invited me to her place for like a little friend get together. And I will admit, I got drunk that day. I blacked out at her house. But I was responsible because everyone was there like...
I walked home.
I did walk home. I did walk home. I was responsible. I left my car at home because they literally live right behind us. I left my car at home. I walked to her house, had my keys on me just in case so I can open the house and stuff. I put my keys on a shelf so I wouldn't grab them in case, because I've never been piss drunk before, ever in my life. So it was like just in case. Everyone else got there 3 hours before me. I left as late as possible so I could feed the cats and spend as much time with them. I still spent basically the entire day with them up until I think 8 o'clock. And then that's when I fed them. I was like, all right, you guys take care. Be back in a couple hours, because I was thinking I was going to come back at like 2 in the morning. Oh no, that was not the case. So we got there, we had a little get together, we had karaoke, we had beer pong and all that stuff. And little thing about me, I don't drink like that. But prior to everyone else coming, because if some people came at like 12 and 1 in the morning, I was already half a bottle of wine deep. And then, oh, here comes the vodka, here comes the tequila. And then my friend didn't tell me that you can't mix wine with other alcohols until I was halfway through the wine bottle already. And he saw me chugging one of the my favorite vodka drinks. And I'm like, you didn't tell me? And I was already basically drunk there. So I just kept drinking.
It's the same thing with beer and tequila.
Okay, but I don't like beer, so I never drank beer. And I've only drank tequila like twice in my entire life. And that was the second day. So I would never experience that. But anyways, I got a couple photos that I would like to share with you guys. And don't worry, I will tell you guys the aftermath. So, here's photo number 1.
No, that's not throw up.
That is throw up.
That's throw up.
That is throw up.
Hell no.
Photo number 1.
What the fuck are you drinking?
It was
chocolate
wine.
syrup.
Okay, it was wine, tequila, vodka, and I forgot the other alcohol. I think it was whiskey or brandy.
Hell
And
nah.
the reason for that, I didn't feel sick at all. But the reason for that is because someone kept mentioning, someone mentioned something disgusting, and I was like, hold on. So I threw up in a bucket, and then I don't remember who it was. I think it was my best friend's cuñado, or like one of our friends. They faked me. They were like, I had the bucket wrapped around my stomach because I'm like, I'm not dropping this. I'm not trying to make a mess.
Yeah.
And it was already like halfway full. And someone faked me and said, hey, yo, catch. So I tried to catch this non-existent thing that they threw me, and the whole bucket fell forward, and it fell on the floor. And I tried picking it up, and when I picked up, I slammed my head on the table. And I had that was the loudest bang I've ever heard in my life. And everyone in the room turned around and looked at me, they're like, you good?
That's why I don't like, I like here and there I drink, but not like that.
Yeah.
But I don't like to have the thought of like being pissed drunk. I can't.
No, after that, I'm not doing that again.
I think I've been pissed drunk like 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, like one time I was at a friend's house, but I was able to stay the night, so like no worries.
Yeah.
Oh, the second time I did get pissed drunk when we were working in Myrtle Beach. Oh no, not Myrtle Beach, Alabama. I was working in Alabama and I got like really, really drunk. But the good thing was that it was in our condo, and like I went to go sleep in our own bed and everything, so like it was no worries there. It wasn't like I was driving. And then the third time I think it was at home.
At our house?
Yeah, I want to say
When
it was
was that?
like my 21st birthday.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's your 21st. I wouldn't expect less.
No, I'm surprised. I was holding on to my 21st.
On your birthday,
On
yeah.
your 21st birthday,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was
I
holding
thought you were gonna get like hella drunk.
I thought so too. I was like, oh, Chuy's gonna be 21. He's gonna go all out. And
Dude,
then
I thought
He
he
did go all out. The only
Yeah.
thing is, he didn't, like, no le pegó because lo estábamos cuidando.
No, sí me pegó at one point. You know when me pegó? When I was like, oh, dang, I need to stop. It was when El Maestro came.
Oh, yeah,
That's my dad's old
yeah,
coworker.
but like,
Cause he was like, how are you? And then all
you
I
were
like,
oh shit.
like, you know, how do you like, what is this? It's like, okay, you know how in the, I don't know if it was called Big Bang Theory. I don't know if it was. The one, like, you know how they have the spin table and they're all smoking, like, pie and all that? And then they're, like, all dizzy. Like, it's, like, dizzy and, like, the background is moving hella quick. And you're just in one spot.
Oh no, it's not the Big Bang Theory. It's the 70s show.
Yeah. So okay, so you know how it's like that, you know? Like you're
Yeah.
like staying by yourself and everything else in behind you is moving like super quick.
Or
That's
like
why-
Jana, Eric, Steven,
Yeah.
and what was her name?
Dang, I don't remember her name.
Oh man,
The one with the red hair, right?
that's Donna though. The other girl I forgot, Jackie.
Alright.
You were like, because you'd be like, damn, Jackie, I can't control the weather. Remember that?
Oh
accent
yeah,
culture
yeah. No, and that's how I felt. I was like, and then suddenly one thing happened, and then everything it like goes back to normal, like time flows, and then you're like, oh, hey, like, you know, that's how I was. When I saw him, I was like,
Well, I kept telling Kai, I was like, hey, don't give him no more drinks. I was like, because he's
Nah,
like,
bro, he kept going.
I know, he didn't
No,
listen
because
to
we
me.
even went inside. He was still like, y'all still want to chug this
He was
buzz
like,
ball?
like-
he comes up to me, he's like, yo, gang, we had to finish this buzzball today. And I was like, nah, I think I'm set. And he was like, we still got another one in the back.
And I was like, hey, I think he's good. And then I think we started giving you like Van, right? Or something like that? Or
No, I wouldn't sit down. That's what I did.
Oh, yeah, because you were like, if I sit down, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. And then that's why, and then even after
It's like cuando
that.
estás bien cansado and you're like, damn, I still have shit to do.
Yeah, if you sit down, you're not getting back up.
Siento, ya no me voy
No,
a
yeah,
parar.
and then I was like, oh, dang, dude. And then one of my old coworkers came, and I was like, oh, man. And it was him and his girlfriend. And all I remember was they're like, yo, let's take a shot together. And I was in my head, I was like, oh, dang, bro.
Oh,
And they're like,
no,
and he was like, how much deep are you in? And I'm like, gang, I lost track. And he was like, what was your last number? And I'm like, 19.
Like, no, I lost track too because by the time that Kai came with a buzz ball, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be, what number was it? And we were already like a waterfall did 3 times each of us,
Yeah.
and I already lost track. I
No,
already
and then,
forgot completely what I
aparte
was
de
doing.
eso, we ended up doing like the, my mom ended up doing like telling the DJ to put music on, and then everybody came in like to dance,
Yeah.
and then everybody wanted to take a shot. So I was like, oh dang! And then I'm telling you like, a lot of people came and they were like telling me like, you want to take a shot?
Yeah, they were all like a shot with the birthday boy and stuff.
And then my mom was like, she looked at me and she was like,
Nah, quit
like,
it.
he's gonna break, you know?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I did not break.
I'm surprised
And-
your mom didn't tell you to stop. She just said, "Oh, this guy's."
No, because then she saw me. I was like, good.
Like, como si nada.
Como si nada. And then it was so funny because it was like, all I remember was Kai was like, how was Chuy, right? And it was like the very end, and I wanted to go change so I can get so we can start folding the tables and the chairs like nothing happened. And he's like, "You good, dude?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And he was like, "Dude, what the?" He was like, "You should not be standing on your 2 feet right now. Like after all that you consumed." I'm like, I'm straight. And he was like, "Okay." When we start cleaning everything up, and he was like, right when we're here about to leave, he's like, "Gang, I don't know how you're alive." And I was like, I don't know. But he's like, you probably feel it tomorrow. And I was like, most likely. And
But no.
surprisingly, I didn't feel
Yeah.
anything. I was like, I woke up like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with me. I woke up and I was like, I'm hungry.
And it was, you know what's so funny? I just say, I'm like, dang, okay, let's do 21 shots for 21, right?
Yeah.
That's what I said. Gang, I went like 36, bro.
Yeah. Surprisingly, a mí nomás me pegó la cruda like 1 or 2 times ever. I don't think I've ever been like
Flat out, like
No.
hungover type
No.
of thing, blackout.
no. The only time was, it's funny. So what? This year on Father's Day was exactly 3 years of me being sober.
And we're breaking that today. No, I'm kidding.
No. Basically, it was Father's Day, and we had a carne asada, and I remember that we did piña coladas. And I remember drinking a piña colada. Dude, that shit was fucking strong. Like, it was so strong, dude. But, like, you know how when you drink a piña colada, like, the sugar dominates the alcohol?
Oh, yeah.
And you don't really taste the alcohol?
Yeah,
But
it's like a little
I
bit.
could tell it was strong because, like, it hit me, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shoot, like, it's strong. Well, anyway, I kept drinking the damn thing because I was like, it's gonna melt, you know? It
Yeah.
was, like, summer, hot as shit, so I drank it. Dude, I kid you not, like in la noche, I was dying. I was like, yo, what the hell? And I was throwing up, and I'm like,
this thing?
Diosito, I was like on the toilet, like, you know, like con la cabeza literally inside the freaking toilet, like
Gripping the
I-
sink.
you know what I look like? Like, imagine those episodes of like Family Guy where like they're throwing up and like that, and like literally like when Stewie Griffin has like todo lleno de throw up on his mouth.
Oh.
Low key, that was me, bro. And
I'm
I literally
drinking
was
tea,
like,
man.
I was like, Diosito, if you like, si me libras de esta, no vuelvo a tomar. No vuelvo a tomar, man. I was like, and I know I said it before, but this time I mean it. I would like, I mean it because you know what? Okay, so I have liver like issues. I used to have like they used to be way like how do I say it? Like they were more severe when I was younger, and I would actually had to be in like a lot of children's hospitals and a lot of stuff. Basically, it was like low key, like
Deadly.
not deadly, but it was very very similar to like having a cancer. So
That's deadly, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, I guess, but it was
Cancer's not that bad, guys.
it was I don't want to say it was fixable, but it was basically like if you keep a strict diet and you actually like do the things that you're supposed to do, you can survive and everything, right? Like not survive, but like if you keep a healthy lifestyle, vas a estar bien y no vas a ocupar medicinas, basically. Because I was still at the time like where I didn't need to drink medication, every day. And I don't drink medication every day because I don't have to. I'm not at that point. And I probably never will because I don't drink alcohol or like, soda or anything like that. Anyway, ese día, my liver hurt, bro. Like, I could feel my liver throbbing in my body.
You can hear your doctor repeating the words.
I literally was like, damn, Diosito, por favor, no me quiero morir. I'm over there already, like, typing out my, like, GoFundMe to go get, like, a liver transplant, bro. So, like, it was bad.
Wait,
like,
did you type your will? Am I in it?
No.
Oh.
But yeah, I literally it was really bad. And
Gang, if I ever pass away, y'all flipping for a coin, bro.
Coin flip?
I get your truck.
I'm rigging that coin. I'm saying the heads, and I'm gonna do a double head coin.
I'll get your truck.
Wait.
I'll finish paying it off.
Can I get your Pokemon card collection?
Yeah, but
Well, you don't need it.
I'm
You're
getting buried with that shit, bro.
Bro, have
I'm
you guys seen
unburied.
that? You guys ever seen that video where the mom ended up making a see-through casket
Oh,
of
yeah.
the guy?
Yeah.
But it's not just a casket; it's like a whole little room,
Mhm.
and he's on a bed, and like she put all his favorite clothes on the rack, and like his favorite like action figure trophy
Yeah.
stuff, and I was like, no freaking way! You're just gonna watch your kid decompose?
Basically.
Like imagine every day you go and like your kid turns like purple or black and like flies or like maggots start eating it like
Hey, what's up,
like-
Pedro? How you doing today? Still dead, I see.
hell no.
I'm sorry.
That's wild though. When I saw that I was like
When I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Have you guys seen the, like, I don't even know where this is from, but there's just, like, so many videos of these, like, it's basically like an open casket, but they position them and what they like to do.
oh like the old man with the
like there's the old man
the
with
rack?
like a bench press.
Yeah.
He was a bench press like pushing like
Like the-
two plates.
Like the black dude driving the little
Yeah.
casket car.
There's a one that was driving like his motor his bike.
Mm-hmm.
There was one with like lifting weights. There was one in a pool table, like playing poker.
Like
And I'm
kind of like a
like-
wax figure, but it's their
Yeah,
dead
yeah,
body.
they
real
use that.
body.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
No, I
Like,
have
it's
not
that.
seen that.
And like I'm
I've
here
seen
like,
those.
dang, bro, like, what would I do with
You
that?
be
if I
playing
was
Pokemon
me?
cards. You be shuffling you'll be fixing your binder. That's you. That's you.
Nah,
your dead
fixing
body.
the binder of
Nah,
like half of
it
my
should be
body's
like-
at the truck.
It should be like fixing a car or something.
Like half of my
But like,
body.
hey, I'm dead and they're still making me work. Oh hell no. Oh, but right, going back to my story and stuff. So I have a second photo, and this is like, what my best friend of like almost 10 years now, Katie. She's twin sisters with Mary, the one that we mentioned that she had twins. And she took care of me the entire night while everyone else was still partying. And I passed out on her couch, and she got me a fresh set of clothes. She got me some water and some like snacks for when I wake up. And she wrote this note for me to make sure like if I'm the first to wake up, because even though I got pissed drunk and I knew I was gonna have a hangover the next day, I still set up an alarm early as hell to go home and feed the cats, because my first priority was those cats. So I woke up, kid you not, I went to bed at 5 in the morning, completely pissed drunk, blacked out on Katie's wife. On Katie's wife. Yeah, Katie's married right now. On Katie's sofa. And I woke up at like 9 o'clock to go walk home on the hot ass weather, which, by the way, it was 9 o'clock and it was already 90 degrees out. With no shirt on, by the way, because I pooped on my shirt.
Hell no.
And I went to go feed the cats. I fed the cats. They looked at me like, they were sniffing me. They're like, ugh, what is that smell? White Claw. And I fed them. They were like, They didn't even care about me. They were just fucking munching.
Oh no, once they get food, they don't care about
and they were
food.
just
You
munching.
could be dying, bro. They'd be like, yeah, I'll figure that shit.
Yeah,
later,
they were
bro.
munching, and I went to go take a shower. Came back, literally did not even want to be with me the entire day. They were on the other side of the living room the entire day because they didn't like the smell of alcohol and stuff like that. And also, I was so like, this is why I say that Katie's like my absolute best friend, because when I woke up, I went to sleep at like probably 11. And I didn't wake up until 5 in the afternoon. And she brought me Panera bread, soup and chips and bread to make sure I was eating, because she knew I couldn't eat anything like bad, or because, you know, the hangover and everything. But yeah, she took care of me. But I digress. That was like, I'm not doing that anymore. Never again. I only wanted to do it that one time because I'm like, okay, no one's home. I'm gonna be responsible first. I'm putting my priorities first, and I'm having some fun. Never again. I'm not doing. Now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be a light drinker if I am gonna be in a social event or something.
After that, I was like, I ain't drinking ever again. And honestly, I don't miss it. I think I drank enough in my years, and I think I did really good. Like, I wasn't like a.
One more drink.
I wasn't like a.
You're taking a shot on my deathbed.
No.
If I die first, you're taking a shot for me. You're
No.
coming with me. That liver's coming with me.
That again. But I feel like I had fun los años que sí tomé, and I don't regret it. But at the same time, like, I don't miss it. You know.
Plus, you're going through the aftermath. You gotta take care of yourself more now.
And honestly, 2 weeks ago, I went to this party where somebody ended up taking a gun
Oh my gosh, you kind of gotta tell that story.
Somebody ended up taking a gun out. I'll talk about this in the next podcast.
Next
but anyway,
episode.
somebody ended up taking a stupid gun out. Cops got called. And let me just tell you guys, me and one other person were the only people that did not drink.
Y'all know Mexican
We were
parties.
the only people that weren't like drunk. And I'll just keep it at that. That me and him were the persons that like had to basically get everyone situated and like clean up.
Situation calmed and all that.
Yeah, it was just like a crazy situation. But I'll talk a little bit more about it next week, or next episode. But changing topics about, you know, I don't know how we got onto the drinking stuff.
Oh, because it was while you guys were in the Bahamas. It was my part of the experience.
But changing topics, I do want to talk a little bit before we finish the podcast about this little project that we ended up doing, and that's why you know, it took a little bit more time to record the podcast. So we ended up opening a smoothie shop here in our hometown. It's called Blends. And basically what we sell and what we do here is loaded teas, which are refreshers, and basically just smoothies, like your typical specialty smoothies, but they do have a twist because they are nutritional. So we do still keep, you know, our priorities right with protein shakes and your, you know, your normal consumption of, you know, not like heavy loaded sugars. So we ended up doing this because we already kind of have done it with my mom, but when we were in the Bahamas, an opportunity came where a storefront basically opened up, and Chuy and I had to take initiative, and it was either take it or lose it. So the storefront was my mom's already. The person that was running it no longer wanted to run it, so they were basically like, hey, you guys can do whatever you guys want with the storefront. You guys can decorate it any way you want. You guys can do anything just as long as you pay, you know, like pay rent and you guys are good to go on all your profits and everything. So basically, what we ended up doing is we got off the plane. 2 days later, we came and looked at the location. It was honestly very shitty. I kid you not.
Oh, it was horrible.
It was very bad. Like the last person did a really bad job. And so we ended up remodeling it. It took us basically 3 weeks to remodel everything. Now it looks like a work of art. Like literally every person that came to our grand opening was like, whoa, this is not the same place it was literally like before you guys took it in. So that's what we've been doing. I wish this was like a video podcast. I hope we can do that sometime.
We can always put pictures just so they can see it. Since we do have a YouTube and Spotify does have a video option, I was trying to integrate more of like trying to make it more personal for us and you guys to show you guys pictures and stuff. But there's just times where it's like certain things we can't show because it's way too personal still. But we will show like some of the before and after pictures. I'll put them up on screen right now, and yeah, we could just
Yeah, and basically, it's been one hell of a road between trying to get everything set up. We got so many delays, and then but now we're finally running. Everything's running kind of smooth. We're still all working our normal jobs, so it's definitely taken a toll on like the amount of time we have to do other things. An example, this podcast. But we will do our best to try to fit it in. But I want to go ahead and ask little questions since we're all staff members here. What is your favorite specialty shake that you've done so far?
We just mentioning specialty shakes, or are we also mentioning the loaded teas?
Because
I personally love the
we can go ahead and do one. What's your favorite loaded tea and what's your favorite specialty shake?
So for me, my favorite loaded tea so far, honestly, it's the one that I made, the berry, the one that's like grape and blueberry and it has lime on it. I like sour things. I like sour and savory things. So it's
basically tastes like a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah, it's very good in my opinion, and it's like muddy. Like all the colors like combine and swirl into like a dark color, and it's just so good in my opinion. But specialty shake wise, I haven't had like that many, but I had the opportunity to make and promote the birthday cake one. I really liked it. The lechera that we put right on top as the topping, it's so good. It makes it so much sweeter than it has to be.
What about you? For me, I say for the loaded tea, I would have to say the firecracker. Firecracker is really good. And for the specialty shake, I would have to say Reese's. I am a big peanut butter and chocolate what's it called? Fan. And honestly, está bien bueno. Like it brings out, the thing about it is that when you drink it, you can taste two like separate flavors. Mm-hmm. Yeah, is actually really good.
I think my favorite loaded tea. It's honestly it's a. It's like I have two. The cherry limeade is really really good.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people don't like my combination of the guava mojito, but I think it's because you guys haven't tried a mojito yet. The guava mojito tastes really good, and also you guys don't like guayaba.
I like guayaba.
He doesn't like guayaba.
I don't like.
I actually had a guayaba jarrito the other day. It was really good.
Yeah. Well, the guayaba mojito that we have, I really really like it. I don't know if you've tried it yet.
You gave me a taste. I liked it a little bit.
That was the one before I
re-updated. Yeah, you updated it.
Yeah.
I haven't had the updated version.
Yeah, the update one is really good in my opinion. So those two are my favorites right now. Specialty shakes. Damn.
Real.
I think the blueberry muffin one.
I haven't had it. I kind of want to try that one
either. We can make it tomorrow.
Take tomorrow?
Yeah. The blueberry muffin one, I ended up making it because I really needed the picture. And it's really good. but I feel like I didn't enjoy it the way I wanted to because the day I made it, I was going to take it home and sit on the couch and eat it, like sit down and eat it. Um, and my car ended up dying.
Oh yeah, it was that day.
So we got stranded outside of the shop here, and I something about the shop is the only thing I don't like is that the freaking AC system goes out at a certain time and it turns on at a certain time. So if you're here after like 8 p.m., the freaking air goes off.
Yeah, I was
So it's
wondering
hot
why
as
it's so hot
balls.
in here.
So it's hot as balls. So that day it was hot outside, it was hot inside. It was hotter inside than it was outside. So I was like, I can't even go inside because it's hot. If I stay out here, it's hot. So I basically just had to stay in my car with the windows down because my car would turn on, but it wouldn't go. So I basically had to wait for them to come and pick me up and try to start my car, and the rest is history because
Yeah.
it ended up costing me like $300.
Oh yeah.
I had to buy a battery and
A
then I had to buy a
starter.
starter.
Yeah. Yeesh, you just have not
Yeah.
had a good month.
I know.
Good thing a new one is starting. Hey,
Yay.
1st of August. Woo! Anyways, I don't know what else happened. Honestly, it's just been
It's
us
just been
constantly
this.
working.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just constant working these days.
I feel like now that we got the groove of it, we're not as tired.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because I remember my first 2 weeks, I was exhausted, running on like 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and now I'm getting used to it.
Yeah. I feel like now we're getting used to it and our bodies are starting to like, shift to the new schedules that we have, so it's not as bad. Um and not only that, I feel like the people that come in now are starting to like keep us on our feet so we're
Mhm.
not tired. The people that are actually coming in are like, holding conversations, so like it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
It feels like we're definitely like, I would, if I had to describe it, it's like we're baristas, but at the same time like you still have that one-on-one interaction with everybody and you can still talk to everybody, so it doesn't seem like you're on like it doesn't seem like you're a Starbucks worker,
Mhm.
and that you have to be on your feet, and that if somebody comes they have to, you have to be at 100% at their disposition.
Yeah.
Like no, like here it's more like a family based, I want to say like smoothie bar cafe, where if you want to talk to the person, you can ask them, with free will, like,
Yeah.
hey,
How's your day been?
how's your day been, or like how was work today, you have that one-on-one interaction with your customers, and at the end of the day, they're not customers. At the end of the day, they're like friends.
Guests.
Because, well, yeah, but I would say more like friends because, like, for example, I'm gonna use Maida. She comes in every day in the afternoons. Every day she's like, "Oh, I just came from the gym. I just came from work," and she's always here and talking and who's her assholes. Maybe I have to cut that shit out.
I was like, she ain't here today. Where my ride? I said, fake.
She came every single day this week, but today.
Yeah.
And the one day I mentioned her, since she came every single day, she did not come in today.
She probably sneezing right now.
She's like, hey, someone's talking shit. She sneezed 3 times.
No, but I definitely feel like we have that like interaction with our customers where they feel like we're not just taking their money,
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, we're not, like we actually do want people to come, and even if they came in and didn't buy anything, I'd be completely fine, because at least they're coming in and they're talking to us, and we've had a lot of people come in and just be like, hey, like I have a question, honest opinion, what would you do in the situation? And I feel like more people come in just to talk to us,
I'd buy a shake.
and then they end up buying a shade because then they're like, damn, you know what, se me antojó,
Yeah.
and that's what I really like about the situation that we're in, because it's not like we're forcing anyone to be here.
And I feel like we do make it more of a, instead of it being a business, like a community place.
Yeah.
Because we not only do we note down, oh, we made this much amount of money. We also ask them, oh, what's your name? Like in case you come by next time, we know who you
Yeah.
are. And now we've even had like for example, was it? I think it was yesterday where there were some random kids playing over here like on an empty lot because there's an empty lot next to us that's like it's been abandoned for almost like 5 or 6 years or more, even more. And they were playing with their parents and stuff, and they walked by, and they lived like right around the corner from our shop. And the guy told MayJay like, "Oh, this I like the idea of this place. I think I'm gonna start coming more often." Like even those type of people,
Yeah.
random people that
and
just
we
show up.
asked him, we were like, what's your name? And then he told us his name was Jose. And then, we were like, I was like, my name's MayJay. And then, this is Chuy. And we shook hands. And that right there is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get back into the community. And not just that, but like we've done it in the past, like we do the whole American Cancer Society thing. So like we do give back to the community. We do a lot of things with our community, not just giving back. Um, but that's just something that I really, really like about having a place of our own here where we can open our doors to young people also so we can get them, out the streets. Or I'm not saying that they're homeless or anything, but like out the streets instead of like, doing drugs or something.
Buy a shake, bro.
No, yeah, but at the end of the day, también, it's like making other people have like a second home.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, my mom has her own club. There'll be some time where my mom's not there, and then I have to cover. For example, when she goes to Mexico, she either me or MayJay stay at my mom's club, and they're like, oh yeah, it's that. I'm like, I don't have anywhere else to go. Like, this is basically like my house, like my home.
So we basically live in a city where it's very predominantly Hispanics, and a lot of these Hispanics or like different people from different nationalities, they come here and they don't have any family members.
Yeah.
So what we do is we open our doors and we talk to them on a very personal basis, and we talk to them and they get that confidentiality where they can talk to us about everything. They come and visit us every single day, and we are not saying like you're obligated to buy something to talk to us.
Oh yeah, you could just come in,
you
have a
can
chat.
literally just come in, chat with us, talk to us, and it's very confidential. Like we will not tell anyone, And I feel like that's what a lot of the community really, really needs and wants. Like a place where they can go make friends and talk to different people and not feel weird about it. Because I feel like a lot of people take it like, oh, I'm just interfering, or I'm just, in the way and stuff like that.
Yeah, and honestly, like we've mentioned before, a lot of Hispanics, like Latin, like communities in general, like mental illness is not really like talked about subject, and it's mostly just ignored. And you can see it in any of people who have never been in the Americas, and they come to the Americas and they're like, oh wow, I'm depressed. Like, oh wow, I'm going through this. So like, I need someone to talk to. Like, they never get the chance to, and wherever they're from, because it's always constant work, constant survival. And now that they're here trying to make like a better living, they start noticing, oh wow, this is wrong with me, or oh, I'm going through this.
And not only that, pero mucha gente no tiene familia aquí. Entonces, at the end of the day, la familia es lo más importante. Yeah. And that's another thing too, que nosotros los tres somos primos, and we're all together basically all the time. So like on our days off, we're together. Even if we're working, like, hey, you're working the shop in the morning, I'm working in the afternoon. We text each other during the day, hey, how did it go in the morning shift? How did it go in the afternoon shift? Like, we tell everything to everyone, like, not only because of the business, but because we want to know how the other person's day was. Yeah. So, like, if we use that not only in our business-wise, but we use that personal-wise, imagine how it's going to make our customers feel that they also have that, like, sense of priority in our life.
Safe place to be.
Exactly. But I just want to go ahead and wrap that up. And, the same way that we talk to you guys here on the podcast on such a personal level is the same way we talk to our customers here. So I just want to give you guys like that little heads up if you guys want to come and visit us. I know some of our friends listen to our podcast. Go ahead and text us and let us know that you guys are interested in coming. We'll send you guys the address. We'll send you guys the Addy.
Yeah, we're not. Okay, you're old. Anyways, we're not going to straight up just say where it is because essentially we will technically be doxing ourselves. But if you guys are willing to be like, oh, you guys are like near Chicago area, I'm near Chicago area. Where are you guys from? And we'll let you guys know. Like if you guys want to stop by, get yourself a tea, a shake. We even got protein bowls, protein donuts. We have protein bars. We have just about anything nutrition wise. It's pretty good, and it gets your vitamins, your meal for the day.
Electrolytes, everything.
Yeah, anything. Oh, I can't. Loaded teas are so good when it comes to like energy, and it's like all natural and stuff. Half the time I fall asleep at work or like I'm head bobbing and stuff, and I drink myself one of these. I'm chilling for the 10 hours that I work.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, they do give you a lot.
We
of
had
energy.
somebody come in today. Shout out my friend Taina, and she literally texted me. She was like, "Yo, bro," she's like, "I've been so busy. Like I drink that loaded tea, and I kid you not, I did everything today."
Yeah.
She's like, "I got my life together, bro." Yeah, but we want to go ahead and cut this episode. I know it's it was a long one. We had a lot to catch up on, but hopefully we can go ahead and catch up on different topics for next episode. So go ahead and drop them in the comments if you have any topics that you want us to touch base on for next episode, which will hopefully be in another week or so. But yeah.
Catch y'all in the next one. We
See
promise to
ya.
upload.
See you next time.
Bye bye.
Wanna hear you go.